is Lil D, author of Route 2, My Choice, A Struggle to Succeed, forward written by Charlamagne the God, with BrandonCarter211.com. Listen, if you ain't messing with us, you ain't messing with nobody. You probably messing with yourself. Do better.
The most important thing is when Lil D came to Cleveland, and I was witnessing a lot of the things that she was going through, that she was talking in the documentary. I think the thing I took away from it is I was a lot in that same situation. And what I mean by that is it's crazy how I relate to her story so much. I wasn't traveling as much as she was traveling, but we held each other down. I helped her move in. When I really didn't have a home to live in, she bought me my first air mattress. Like things like that. So when when you see somebody go through, a lot of the things that you go through, you really appreciate them a little more, having hour-long conversations with her on the phone about what she wanted to do, about what she was going to do, about what she ended up doing. It's fucking crazy to me because we're both at the heights of our story, man. And not even the heights of our story, we just the beginning of our story, should I say. So I want to bring Lil D up here. She's fucking amazing. Straight out of Dallas, number 5 in the market. Let's go, D. Now you able to hit stage. Can we get a little spotlight right here? I mean, we black as fuck. Can we get a little light? Yeah, I like that.
For Z1079 in Cleveland, I be working at a call center right now, living in Louisiana, doing a bunch of nothing. I had to come back to Cleveland. Cleveland, literally, it taught me how to hustle, how to brand. It's people that was on Facebook that was like, word I heard is Lil D gonna be here. And I'm like, yo, I haven't used that in like 2 years. I left here in 2014 and people are like, word I heard is Lil D coming. That's amazing.
Real talk.
It's been overwhelmingly great.
So D, oh man, I don't even know where to begin, man. Like, okay, what took you to Toledo? Let's start there. What took you to Toledo out of all the markets in the nation? How the hell did you end up at 419?
Well, I applied. I saw it was open, and I applied. I didn't even know where Ohio was. I thought it was on the West Coast because, swear to God, because Bone Thugs and Harmony was signed to Eazy-E, so I was like, it's gotta be near California. I swear, like up and down. I swear to you, somebody had to Google it and show me a map, and I was like, oh, well, damn. But I was excited, I was just like, yo, this is a new place, I'm finna go, I got a salary, they gonna give me insurance. Like, I ain't never had insurance other than like my mama insurance. Like, I got my own insurance, like what? Right. I want a salary, I get vacation days. I was just ready to go. I printed out some MapQuest directions. It was all like,
some people feel like, yo, it's the best I could do. What made you want more at that time?
I've known since I was little I was gonna be a fucking star. So I knew I could change the world, Toledo. So I knew that there had to be more for me. Even before they fired me, I was applying for other jobs. I'm talking like New York and Chicago. Like, I'm gonna get somewhere because I'm a star and I need to be where it's big and I'm gonna get there. So even now I'm in Dallas and Dallas is dope. But my new goal is New York and I bet you I get there.
No, that's real. I can personally contest to this, I promise y'all. I don't think me and Lil D have ever had a conversation about anything that neither one of us have accomplished so far.
Facts.
And even when I don't even want to. I mean, we humans, so we have weird moments. But even in those times, we constantly uplift each other. You know what I'm saying? We never steered away from our journey.
Never.
And I appreciate that as a friend. And to you because that's inspiring. And I always told you that because one thing I loved about you specifically is you were always for the youth since day one. When you didn't have $1, you were still doing the Boys and Girls Club. You were still doing all these events for free. You didn't even have a dime to get the things that you got done, but you had a vision.
Yeah.
And me and you used to always talk about that. Like, damn. I don't have this and that, but I got an idea. And ideas they manifest into reality.
They do.
So was that something that you had to learn along the way? About manifestation specifically?
Yeah. I mean, when you're as poor as I was, as in no food, sleeping in your car, all you have, literally all you have is your goals and your dreams, and you beat yourself up. I know I did. One of the biggest lessons I learned in that motel was nobody can hurt you like you can hurt yourself. So every day I'm waking up with these negative thoughts and I'm telling myself, like, look around you. Your friends get married, they got kids and houses and good jobs, and you in a motel. You ain't got no food. For radio, this is stupid. And the moment I started saying, yo, you don't need a big house to be happy. You don't need $1 million to be happy. My circumstances changed. The moment I started saying, you can take this out, I'm gonna tell you what did. I was in college while I was homeless, mostly because I needed a loan man. Shout out Sally man.
I don't like that picture.
But I got my scholarship check, and I could have used it right then and there to move to Cleveland. I didn't because I knew I wouldn't have been able to afford rent. So instead I used it to buy a MacBook. It was $1,100. And I talk about it in the book how a lot of people thought that was just the dumbest decision. Like, why would you spend $1,100 on a MacBook when you are literally homeless? And I remember saying, this computer's gonna give me an apartment. That man didn't have the right to afford it. He's Charlemagne. He's famous. He's a millionaire. And if I call him right now, he'll answer the phone. Call him.
Do it.
Niggas. I was one of the people that kept encouraging Lil D. When I say y'all, she would call sometime and be like, fuck I'd be like, yo, D, just stay the course. Just did. Right. You're gonna be all right. Like, it's good. No, fuck that. Cause but the fact that she never let it tore her down, cause we all got somebody we can call and we probably wild the fuck out with, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we gotta get it out. You know, we might not want to do it publicly, or we're in our feelings, you know, or whatever the case may be. But one thing I love about you is you never carry those feelings. You never manifested those feelings into a reality to where it ruins you.
Nah, you can't, because what you feed grows. And it took me a lot of personal growth to realize that, but I spent so much of my life tearing myself down, being negative, just not ever seeing the glass being half full, that I was like, okay, if I'm doing this and this is the result, what happens if I flip the way I think? Like, what happens if I'm nice to myself? What happens if I try to see the positive in this situation? Like, are things gonna get better? And they did. Like, that apartment I lived in Cleveland was real small. But you know what? Because it was $450 with all utilities paid, I was able to save money. I fixed my credit. I flew my mom to see me. That was the first time she ever got on a plane.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was able to help my family. My little sister came to see me. I was able to put back $500 a month in my savings account and not touch it.
Just support, because it's so, y'all don't understand what support do to somebody. You know what I'm saying? We just had these women up here talking about, imagine Lil D not even walking in the Boys and Girls Club that day. You know what I'm saying? Imagine her not identifying with, you know, another black woman. Like, imagine all these things not happening that ended up happening. So anything that you can do, a hug, a thank you, anything, man. Show this woman some love, because obviously she'd have been through it, and she's a reflection of all of us, because ain't none of us just straight and narrow. You feel what I'm saying? So I love you guys, and thank you for coming through. We're here, man. #RightToBooks. She'll go over there signing books and taking pictures. This is a fucking hustler, like her name tag say. And thank you guys for coming out. Follow Blaine Swoop. I got a lot of shit going on. Love you.
We love you more.
Okay, y'all can get a minute.